a baby carrot, a baby carrot, a baby carrot. Alright guys, today we're going to draw a person using the puppet model, and we're going to use two foods to think about the body parts. An egg and a baby carrot. And you're wondering, what does that have to do with the body? Well, here's an example of our puppet model. And you'll see here in this diagram, this is a person walking, and their head and their rib cage are shaped like eggs. Now, and you can see there is quite a similarity between the head, the rib cage, and the egg. So the egg on the rib cage is an egg facing the correct way, and the egg for the head is upside down. The lower leg is one of those smaller baby carrots that you see. And the ones that are like one side is kind of thicker than the other. And the upper leg, similar, but just a little bit bigger. It's one of those ones where one side is bigger than the other. So, today we're going to draw the puppet model using eggs and baby carrots. Let's do it!
The purpose of the puppet model is so you can add clothing onto it later, and it's really easily posed. We need to look at the skeleton first to kind of see how it's all put together.
Poof! Here we are in the studio, and we're with Frances, a female skeleton, and we're going to look at the different sizes and compare them. So say the head compared to the pelvis, feet compared to the arms. So if we look at the upper arm, the humerus, the radius, and the ulna, they're the same size. You can bend that over, and that's pretty obvious. But here's the thing that you may not have considered before. Your foot and your radius and ulna are about the same size. Looking at your head size, you know this old joke? If we turn your face or head sideways, we can see that your hand is almost as big as your head.
So when you're going to draw, you want to break your drawing down into 8 regions. Make them equal.
Here's another one that gets people. Not only does the head come off, but it's about the same size as the pelvis. Rib cage is almost the same size. It's about a third bigger than the head. Not very much bigger.
You want to start with an upside down egg for the head, and that takes up one whole region. The rib cage is about 2 regions, and the pelvis is another 1 region. Then you want to go ahead and overlap the carrots. The carrots are the legs, right? And they go from region 4 down to about the middle of region 6. Same thing for the lower leg, and they should overlap one another, and they're about the same size, and they should go from the pelvis all the way down to the bottom.
A couple of the things to pay attention to is, you know this old trick when you're waiting for your teacher to call on you in class, you can fold your arm over your head. Think about the top of your rib cage, your clavicles. Your clavicles are where basically the end of your arm attaches, and your arm, your humerus, basically extends all the way to the top of your head and comes over. So this is really important. And then you know this one, your elbow should always touch your hip. And then arm slaps on the top of your thigh.
As you're filling in the sizes, make sure that your upper arm and lower arm overlap one another. And same thing for the legs. If we take a look at the model in a side view, you want to tilt the egg at about a 30-degree angle. The chin is more forward than the back of the head. Same thing for the rib cage. It should be at about the same angle. And make sure that the pelvis lines up underneath the head. The rib cage can stick forward a little bit. When you're working on this, you want to overlap that carrot or the upper leg right over the pelvis. Go directly over it. Same thing with the lower leg. Then make sure your foot is about the same size as your head. It's also the same size as your lower arm. and upper arm.
So when we're drawing the body using these abstract forms, think about the size comparisons here to the skeleton.